Greetings everyone, and welcome back to Aska. Today what we're going to do is we're going to go through the process of making a crude iron axe. Now there's a lot of things that have to take place in order for this to work, and I have to say the entire process is extremely irritating, but we're going to run through it. See, I have actually made an item already, a crude iron item, and of course that's the skinning knife which you see in my hand. I was kind of hoping that I would get more from the bunnies when I skinned them, but here's the thing, it turns out the weapon is a really good bunny killing item. So it does work out, and it was definitely worth it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at what I've done. I have done an enormous amount of work, by the way. And like I said, we're going to walk through the process in order to make a new crude iron weapon, the axe. All right, so here we go. First things first. Could you just go someplace else, please? Thank you. That would be really great. All right, so here's the thing. We're going to drink some water. You guys still have... Yes, you do. Yeah, they have meat because, like I said, I've been getting a lot of meat. All right, so here's the thing. As you can see, I do have another farm. Basically, it has miscellaneous vegetables and fruit and berries and such like that. I think I filled everything. At least I hope I did. This is still giving me the fiber. Here's the thing. I ran into a weird bug, and all of my fiber was just gone. Fortunately, after every session, I go and I make a backup of the files, just in case. After all, early access, and I am doing a series, so I don't want a series ending because of some kind of a bug, like that, for instance. So I did have to redo like a couple of hours of a session, which was kind of annoying. Another thing that was annoying is that I had to build an entirely different one of these. See, I had this one and we made the weaver in here. The problem is I couldn't get the metalworking one in there. It turns out I'm probably going to need a lot of these. So this right here, where's the name of it here? This is the workshop, but this is the metalworking part. I don't remember the name of it right now, and it doesn't seem to be giving it to me. This is just the normal workshop right over here. All right, but let's go through the process. Now, obviously, the first thing you're going to need is iron. I got some of that manually myself in the last episode when we opened up the mine over here. The thing is that I did assign somebody to it, and I gave them a new pickaxe, the best one that I can make, and kill the bunnies! Yeah, they seem to like it over here. I really wish we had the ability to make traps. You know, I mean, why couldn't we make traps? Vikings can make traps. Just saying. All right, so I assigned somebody over here. I gave them the pickaxe, and I gave them torches, because you have to give them torches. Yeah, it's a sign. You need torches. By the way, I'm actually a little hungry. There we go. All right, so I did get a bunch of stuff, but I see that a lot of it gets dumped on the ground, which is weird. So let me just pick this up. Okay, 3. I'm probably going to need more than that. All right, hold it a second. Let me just pop my head in here for a second. Yeah, we're just going to get 2 more. Also, what's collected is usually... Yeah, I don't know what happened to the small stone over there, but we've been getting some small stone. And over here... they collect the large stones. This was very useful for building that other place over there because I needed the large stones. I made a sleigh so that I could fill it up and carry it back and forth. We'll take a look at it when I get back over there. Anyway, so I do have the iron. You can gather it yourself. You saw how much fun that was for me. Or you can assign somebody to do it, which is the proper way of doing it. Okay, so here's the thing. We now also have the coal maker. So I made this, and let me tell you something. This thing is annoying. You have to fill this entire thing with firewood. 45. If you have 44, the button does not come on. 45. So, and understand, firewood kind of comes from the stumps of trees that you cut down. So it's kind of a limited resource, unless there's another way of getting it that I'm not aware of. But what that does give you when you cook it, see, it turns into a pyre at that point. And after it's done, you can fill these 2 things up here, and basically you get 100 coal. Now, I just want to make sure that I have enough coal for this. All right, hold a minute. Just going to pop over here for a second. I think I filled this already. Not completely. Now it's filled completely. Oh, you know what? This is the problem. Take that out, put that in, that in, that in. Okay, there we go. All right, let me put these back. Will you just pretend you're doing something for me? Oh, my goodness gracious. Maybe I should assign them to something else. You know, that's not a bad... Wait a second. That's not a bad idea, actually. Oh, put it in here. There. Right. At the moment, I don't... You know, I probably should hold on to it. Yeah, I probably should hold on to it. You know what? Here's the thing. Let me just see. Do you have any food in here waiting to go? Okay, there's a bunch there. And there's stuff over here. You know what I'm going to do? It was a big tip to assign somebody over here. So that's what I'm going to do. Apparently the woodcutter doesn't have anything to do at the moment. So you know what? Why don't you come up here and do some cooking for me? Okay, you weren't sent up there to eat the meat. Okay, never mind. Okay, so here's the thing. Of course, you get the coal from here after the 45 firewood, and then you come over here. All right, so I have 5 of the iron ore, and I have 15 of the coal. Now, I tried this before, and I only got 3 of them. The process is extremely irritating. Oh, you know what? I have a good idea. Before I do this... Let's go to sleep. I want the good stamina boost because I am going to be doing a lot of stamina when we do this. All right, as soon as I fill up, we're going to go down there. The idea is you ignite it and then you start using the bellows. You have to keep the value. Okay, we're done. You have to keep the bar between... I'll show you in a moment. It's a little hard to explain here. All right, first things first. Let's ignite it. Okay, now I need to do this quickly. Okay, so here's the thing. Hold it to push it down. See what the temperature is? I have to get it between those 2 bars. Because then it'll actually start cooking them. It is very possible to ruin your iron. Okay. Okay, come on. Get up there. All right, can I just... I'm going to tap it a lot to keep it up there, but I can't push it over the line. What I'm waiting for is that. There's a lot of arguments online about whether or not the blacksmithing skill actually does anything at this point. I'm going to hope that it does. Okay, there's 2 of them. The problem is I'm running out of fuel very quickly. It won't let me fit anything else in there, but I don't think... I think I might need 4 for the axe. So, oh, I got the 4th one. Okay, I might be able to get all 5. Believe me, this is just part 1 of the annoying. Okay, there we go. All right, I can get out of here now. Okay, cancel and stop this thing. Where is it here? Take it out. Okay, now, where is it here? Remove from block. There we go. All right, so now I have these guys here, and my time is going down quickly. All right, so I have to do this with a hammer. Okay, can you just hit that thing, please? All right, where is it? E, hit it. Now, the idea is I'm trying to get all of the bad stuff. Okay, now rotate it. I'm trying to get all the bad stuff. Okay, rotate it. If it's not doing damage, then I'm done. And you see that bar going down? That's the thing cooling off. If I don't complete this before that goes down, this all turns into slag. And the thing is, there's no way for me to have anything better than that wooden axe. There's no such thing as a stone axe. Okay, rotate. Okay, and then T. All right, let's go. Let's keep it going. So I'm using R to rotate it one way, and then T to rotate it a different way. Okay, T, and T again. There we go. What I'm looking for is iron blooms. Okay, my blacksmithing's... Okay, there we go. It's done. Okay, so let's open this up. So I have 5 iron blooms. Very nice indeed. Did they go over here? They do, which means I have to do something. What am I going to do here? I have to free a spot up. Hold on a minute. Okay, T, put those in there. Okay, so back to this. All right, there we go. All right, so that actually worked out really well. How much? I used up all of the coal. It's all gone. Okay, so here's the thing. I now have 5 blooms. So that's when we need to use this thing over here. Wait a minute. Let me just make sure I have the name of this. The proper name. T, and this is the metal worker. That's what it was. See, I couldn't put it here because of that. Yeah, I would have to rip the whole thing out and ruin the farm and such. I think I'm going to have to put something else in there. Chances are I'm going to need more because every add-on is a space taken on one of these things. All right, so let's go in here. All right, did I fill this thing with water? Add water. Okay, so this is very important to keep filled with water. Now, the way this works is, all right, let me get some, going to put a little bit more stuff in there. See, what we're going to do is we're going to ignite the forge. We're going to put our blooms in there. Then we're going to make something. So here's the thing. What am I making? I am going to make the iron axe, so I need 4 blooms. There's no reason for me to cook the 5th one then. So that's not what we're going to do. So let's just open this up. Oh, I guess do I want to ignite it first? Inspect. Let me put these in here first. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll just ignite it. By the way, once you have coal, you can use that for everything you need to ignite. Okay, so let's check it out here. Yeah, it kind of looks like the cooking thing there, doesn't it? See, the way this works is as soon as these guys are done, I'll go over to the anvil and I'll make what it is I'm supposed to make. I don't have to take these guys out of here. All right, wait for it. Okay, see 2 of them, 3 of them, 4 of them. Okay, there we go. Okay, so let's go over here. And let's make the small iron axe head. And of course, we're going to be doing this again, which is a wonderful thing. Fortunately, it's not as bad as the others. See, right there, I'm done. So let's just do a rotate and get going again. And once again, if I mess up this process, I lose the materials. Okay, rotate it again. This time there's only 4. See, if I had a good axe, hammer, it would actually be better. That should probably be the next thing that I work on. Although a sword's a good idea. Okay, so that looks like it's done. So I'm going to send that to quenching. Okay, it's over there. All right, let me kill this before I waste any more fuel. Boom, done. Okay, so there I have... Here, let me open it up. And I have my small iron axe head. So let's take that, put this over here. Now, it's my understanding the way it works from this point on. See, if I have a stone weapon or a wooden weapon, as soon as it wears out, it's broken. The way this works is that I'm going to take this over here. Do I have sticks on me? Yeah, I need sticks, don't I? Hold it a second. Looking for driftwood. Oh, there's some driftwood. All right, so let's get some. Okay, I only got one out of there. I might need more than one. Oh. It was just sitting right there, wasn't it? Okay, so 2 should do the job. Hopefully. Okay, so let's go. Actually, we'll just do it in this one. The shade. All right, so here's the thing. I want the crude iron axe. In order to make that, I only need 1 stick, and I need the small iron axe head that I just made. Boom. So, if I look at my inventory, there it is. All right, let me just see. I should probably give that to somebody at this point. All right, why don't we just equip it? All right, so where are one... I can get rid of this. Oh, I guess I can't. I need something better to get rid of this. Because this thing is just annoying, that's all. All right, let's find ourselves a hardwood tree. In other words, birch. Looks like birch to me. All right, so let's just do this. This thing would probably just cut through one of the log trees we were doing before. I wonder how that would work on bunnies. Anyway, like I was saying, what happens is if the device, or I should say the tool in this case, is kind of broken, you get the head back. All you have to do is get a stick and reattach it. So yeah, at this point, much better situation. All right, so I just want to see the hardwood. Boom. All right, so there we go. All right, so hardwood log. Why don't we just pick that puppy up? Here, can I get that, please? Okay, so that's not just a log. That's hardwood. I put this like here for the moment. Just drop it on the ground. By the way, here is the sled. If you look into it, you can see I can carry a whole bunch of these. I can carry a bunch of medium items. I can also carry the large items. See, I have 2 stones there and a regular log. So why don't I just do this and put that in there? And then I can carry that. That's how I got 6 stones over here to do this construction. See, here's the way this works. If you just mount it. See, you can actually run a bit. So if I needed 6 more, I could just go back over to the mine, get the 6 that were there, load them into this, and then just carry them back. All right, so I'm just going to leave this guy over here for now. Very useful indeed. Very useful. Now, I wonder whether or not there's a chance I can make the carpenter over here. I just want to see for now. Right, the carpenter. See, I'm going to need sticks, hardwood logs, and then hardwood long sticks, too. Oh, that's interesting. Rope, not a problem. Bark, not a problem. Large stones, 6 of them, not a problem. And then small stones. I just want to see if this thing can be built here. Okay, let me try rotating it. Oh, this thing is ginormous. I had no idea it was that ginormous. Is that going to be a problem? Hold on a minute. I mean, am I going to have to build one somewhere else? I mean, this thing is not something that you can place by itself. Oh, I'm going to have to build another one of these stupid things, ain't I? Here, wait a minute. See, even if it didn't fit, it would still like lock into place. It would just tell you you couldn't do it. Oh, that is just going to be a pain, isn't it? Okay, that means that, oh my goodness, I have to make another one of these and then upgrade it once someplace where I guess it's very flat. Maybe like over here or something. Oh my goodness gracious. That is just going to be painful, isn't it? All right, here's the thing. I want to get, boom, I want to get the knife out. Because I want to see whether or not we can get any bunnies. Hello, any bunnies around? I stand over here when I wait for the bunnies. Hi, bunny. Yes, just... Okay, nope. Oh, wait a minute. Nope. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Dead bunny. Okay, so now let's harvest a bunny. Yeah, it works really quick there, doesn't it? Boom! Stuff all over the place. Okay, so leather. I got 3 leather from it that time. Okay, how is the meat? I got 3 meat, and of course I got another one of those horns. I seem to get one every time now. All right, where are the teeth? Did I get any teeth? I don't see any. Oh well, I guess I didn't get any. You know, I had to say one thing about the game that's kind of annoying is that entire stacks will just vanish. Yeah, I have to do some with those. I think I'll put those back. The iron bloom, I don't know. Is there a spot in here for storing? There might be. Okay, what goes here? Bloom storage! Okay, so put a bloom in there. Iron storage in here. Okay, what's in there? Coal. Okay, we can put coal in there. So I'm not carrying it anymore. I could probably move the coal from here over to there too. Because here's the thing, I need to start filling this again. And they did get me a bunch of this. It's not enough, but you know, I can actually just start the filling process. You know what I mean? And by that, I mean I come over here and then I do a deposit. And the pile grows higher and higher until you have the full 45 in. See what I mean? That does remind me. Where would I leave it that they would be able to do it? How are things going in here? Okay, if I just mount it, will he take care of the process? Hold on. Okay, so you're just going to cook that. Good, good, good. See, I don't know where to store the raw meat. I mean, I don't think I can put the raw meat in there. That's like the cooked stuff. And how are we doing over here? Okay, this is looking okay. I'm just hoping that we get this completed by the end of summer because I think one of the crops I have over there is not going to survive into fall. However, I do want this stuff. Okay, is there a problem? Let me just check to make sure that you have a rake. Yes, you have a rake. It's a little beaten up, but it is a good rake. It'll do you for now. You know, I probably should start getting more people. So I do have enough for another one loaded in. So that's probably not a bad idea. I do have an extra one. What do we got? Here's the thing. If I don't see anything, actually I do see something I like. Retired bowman. And forager's instinct. Springtime. Battle-scarred veteran. Ooh, that's useful. But you know what? Yeah, retired bowman. I hear those are really good, so why don't we just go with that? I do already have an extra house. I should probably start seeing about building the big ones. That way I can do 2 at a time. It's just, obviously they're very expensive. That's all. Yeah, the carpenter. That is going to be a problem, isn't it? Yes, it is. I don't know how soon it is I'm going to need that, but I'm going to need that soon. Where is that tree that we just chopped down? I think it was this one, wasn't it? Yeah, hardwood long sticks. Hardwood long sticks. How much of the bark did I get? I guess it's the standard. How am I going to store those? Yeah, this was a regular tree I chopped down not too long ago. I'm guessing that my new axe will do very well at chopping things down. Oh, hi, how you doing? You coming too? Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, that That dagger's really good. All right, hold on a second. Never say no to free fiber. See, there is another thing that I need fiber for. I have mentioned this in the past, and it's probably something we should take a look at right now. This way. Since I now have a weaver, I think I put some stuff in here. Right, so I have linen. All right, so how much do I have on me? I got like 48. That shouldn't be a problem. All right, so if I go into the loom, then I can make linen. That only cost me 4. So 1, 2, 3. And then, of course, we need linen thread, which is 2 each. 2, 3, 4. Hey, my crafting went up. Nice. All right, can I put all that stuff in there? Deposit. Let me just check. Okay, it only took linen in there. Small materials. Okay, and of course this is a stack right here. So here's the thing. Can I access it? Oh. Thank you. Delivered me. He wanted to make sure that I got all of the fiber that I needed. Very kind of them, right? All right, so now if I come over here, then all of a sudden I should be able to make some stuff here. Yeah, it is accessing it, but I don't have enough. I actually need 7 linen for a flimsy shirt. All right, so you know what? Let's make 3 more. So this is the linen. So I have 4 already. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's put that in there. And then let's come around here again. And let's make the flimsy shirt, which I can do now. See, this is going to give cold resistance, rain protection, and does have a durability. I'm guessing that once it breaks and you can't repair it. All right, so if I look at myself, oh, I just put it right on. See, here's the thing. I'm going to need to equip all of my people for the, okay, what's going on? Oh, I'm like really hungry and I'm really thirsty. All right, hold it a second. I should probably be eating. Okay, but I do need water too. Yeah, I should pay attention to that. There we go. How much do we have over here now? Okay, there's 2 because they probably took some. All right, I'm going to make some more for myself. Yeah, that thing is going. You know what the problem is? They don't stop it. So I'm just going to sit here until it's cooked because I want it for myself. Yeah, they get kind of greedy sometimes. They'll take 2 or 3 at a time. I need to kill more bunnies. That's what I want. All I want is a trap, though. Just a simple trap. You know, that way if a bunny runs over it, you know, he gets slowed or something like that. Then my little dagger can do the job. You know, I should try the axe. That would be an interesting idea. If I could I just like really hurt him with 1 hit? That sounds really interesting. Okay, yeah, I got a new guy. Or gal. I think it was a guy though, right? Okay, hold on a second. Where are you? Oh, I think you're doing repair work? Okay, because you're a builder at the moment. All right, well, let me give you a home because this one is available. Okay, so let's go in and select you and assign you here so you are no longer homeless. Of course, you're going to go right to bed, though, aren't you? Right to bed. Oh, you know what? Let me kill this. Yeah, because we are wasting fuel there, aren't we? What does it sound? Is there a problem with me wearing that shirt? Because I'm hearing like a sound, like there's a problem. All right, let me just see. Can we get a bunny kill with the axe? Where's the bunnies? Bunny kill, bunny kill, bunny kill, bunny kill, bunny kill, bunny kill, bunny kill. It really wasn't faster, was it? Alright. But you can see the iron items, even tools, are just better for getting the job done. Alright, so we got the leather scraps. Okay, 4 meat, very good. And I got 4 of the bone fragments too. Oh, and I got another one of those. Yeah, I do seem to get a lot of these little horns now, don't I? I'll have to check to see what they're used for. I mean, is that... Wait a minute. I keep hearing like a thudump, and I don't know what's causing it. Huh. Yeah, seriously, I have no idea what's causing that. Is there something I need to be aware of? Oh, yeah, okay. Well, I guess I'm going to be doing this for a while. Anyway, I think that's probably going to be it. There's not really much else I can do. I have to look into the whole carpenter thing. Oh, my rake broke. But that means I'm going to need... I guess I could get some lying on the ground over here, right? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that sound. It's really starting to concern me. Is there something I'm not aware of? 3... And... Okay, so we got a bunch of sticks. Do I have rope on me? Well, I do have fiber, so I can probably make some rope too, because I probably need it. There we go. Right, so I need a rake for myself. Rake. Yeah, rope and the sticks. There we go. Ugh. I mean, this all happened in a very short period of time. If I had enough people, you know, I could have a nighttime farmer too, but I don't have that now, do I? I mean, it comes down to feeding them. And of course, I'm going to have to dress them as well. See, a lot of these will still show that they have weeds, even though you can't see any. See, right there. Apparently, there's weeds there. I don't see any weeds. See, that has weeds. You just can't see any, which is just kind of weird. I still don't know why I'm hearing that thump sound. I'm guessing it's a bug, since I was having problems with both my health, both my hunger and my thirst. Oh, and yeah, I have to do this too, don't I? Ugh. Yeah, we got 2 days left in summer. So I'm hoping that the other crops are going to come in. Because one thing I need a lot of seeds. A lot of seeds. And of course, the only food I believe I can cook in the winter is beetroot. And of course, you're not going to actually get any seeds until that time actually comes. Anything else around here? Okay, well, there is one apparently. There we go. One more look for the bunnies. Here, give me the knife. Hello? Yes. Standing up here kind of brings them around. Nothing? No bunnies? I was hoping for bunnies. I could always use more bunnies. How much raw meat do I have? I have 4. I also have some cooked ones too. No more bunnies? No more bunnies. Alright, so that is what you have to do to get the crude iron weapons. You get the iron from the mine, either by yourself or hire somebody else to do it. They need the pickaxe, they need torches. Then over here, you put 45 firewood into this to get coal. You'll end up getting 100. it goes very fast, as you can see from the 15 that I put in there to do the cooking. So in here, you'll put the iron on the top. You'll put the coal down here. Apparently, the magic combo is 5 up here and then 15 down here for the coal. But you saw that it was close, but I did get it. I'm guessing maybe that it does get better as your blacksmithing skill goes up. So that's a good thing. And you need the blooms, which we did get 5 of, which is a wonderful thing. And then you're going to have to bring them over here to the metalworker as part of the workshop. Then you put them in here along with the coal. The coal actually you load like you do the campfire, right? It says you put it in there, you load them in there, and then you wait for them. You wait for them to turn red. They were kind of like a red when they got fully cooked. And then you go over here and then you access what it is you want to actually make. In our case, we use 4 of them to make this. Previously, where is it here? I made the small iron blade, and that was only 3. That gave me the skinning knife. And then once you have that, you're pretty well set, because all you have to do is to come over here, and the one we made, where is it? Right here. Yeah, I only needed a stick. And once it breaks, the only thing you have to do is replace the stick, because the head, the iron part, will apparently always be good. At least that is the information that I got. And of course, yes, the sled. The sled is awesome. Running all the way from the mine back to here with each one of those large stones would have been a nightmare. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for now. If you enjoyed the episode, please give it a like. Maybe say something in the comments for the great God algorithm. And of course, subscribing is a great way to show your support. So thank you very much for your attention. I really appreciate it. And play games, because games are fun. See ya.